Hi friends, it's nice to see you all again in the ISPGHAN Econ. We used to meet in the ISPGHAN meetings and have a chat, but unfortunately for last 2 years, it's been a e-conference. And we had a lot of discussion regarding this e-conferences. With a lot of webinars in the last 2 years, we were wondering whether how interested people will be. But we thought we will give some interesting program so people will do it and people will listen to it. So I'm going to give the secretary report for the year 2021 and what happened in between these 2 years, between these two conferences is a big lockdown. Things went quiet, people were at home, doctors were busy, we had some personal losses, and it is quite a depressing time. Despite that, it didn't stop us from moving forward. The ISPGHAN Council met monthly and we planned activities and we managed to implement most of them, if not all of them. Under the able leadership of Professor John Mathai, we managed to move a lot of things. First is our website, which has been totally revamped, and we do have an app for ourselves. Fellowship program being streamlined and running smoothly. Our journal has got a sponsorship. Even we conducted few state meetings. After several years of negotiations, we managed to have an MOU with the Indian Dietetic Association so that we can have some joint sessions. Obviously, we can look into the finances in this depressing time period. And we had our election, and I'm going to introduce the next theme. Technology is moving forward, and we as ISPGHAN has made a big leap forward in investing in technology. Our ISPGHAN website has been updated with a lot of features. The membership process is entirely automated and it's totally paperless. People can fill in the document and give the proposer and the seconder, and an automatic mail goes to the proposer and the seconder, and they just need to give a click on the button whether they accept it or decline it, and the membership process is done, and the member can directly pay the fees and become member in no time. We looked into the fellowship process with regards to candidate registration, holding the document copies and certificate issuance. All this process has been automated into the website, and it's a totally a paperless facility we have created. Apart from this, we have created learning modules, which is again automated. And essentially, the candidate can go into a learning module, sit, listen to the lecture. At the end, he has to take a test and need to get more than 80% mark to get a certificate. And at present, we have 11 learning modules, and all these modules has been prepared and with the help of the ISPGHAN members, and Dr. John Mathai has been key in designing these modules, and we managed to get it done in real time. Yes, ISPGHAN has its own app in the Play Store. It is an achievement, and essentially this app is being designed so that it is easy for candidates to, or the fellowship students to access the teaching modules. And also we wanted to integrate the fellowship teaching rounds. Everything goes quite handy in it. And one of the most important functions for this app is to do the society election. Fortunately, we didn't need to use this year, but hopefully in future this would be a quite useful uh, program. This app also is being built to do surveys and quiz, and essentially people can improvise on this and build on more things into it. And this is only a start, and this is our ideas we have put into it. Over a period of time, people can put in their ideas and take it to a new height. We already have nearly 6 centers running ISPGHAN fellowship course across India. We had one more addition this year, Institute of Child Health at Kolkata. So we have a total of 7 centers now. We streamlined the teaching process so that there is a centralized teaching, bi-monthly teaching, and we made a rota so that every center takes up the rota for a month so that the rota runs. And a big thanks to Dr. Malati, who has been supervising this and been running this for last 1 year without a glitch. And all bi-monthly means I think this has been sort of running for last 1 year without a glitch. Our journal, Pediatric Gut and Liver Journal, we made a total revamp of the look, the content, everything, and we created it in such a way that it fits into the international standards. Thanks to Dr. Sirish and the team of editors who has been instrumental. And despite this COVID time, they managed to get this journal on time. And in fact, we even managed to find sponsors to print hard copies and distribute to general pediatricians. Uh, we managed to do a consensus meeting on gastroesophageal reflux disease. Initially, we had a lot of hurdle because consensus meeting has to be done in person. So we have to check with Indian Academy of Pediatrics to see whether we can do a consensus meeting in Zoom. Uh, Once they agreed, we managed to pull the strings, and the consensus meeting has been done, several sittings, and finally we drafted the guidelines, and even we managed to publish it in a record time. So it's already been published, and it is a phenomenal work by the team to make this happen. We had a GI master class along with the Indian Society of Gastroenterology conducted by Dr. Malati in December 2020, and we had some plans to do it once in 3 months, but again with COVID, things didn't move forward. We started a program called Ped Gastro Simplified, so that we have this webinars focusing on each state, so that it is more focused and to the local, addressing the local problem. We managed to do 3 such programs in Jan, Feb, and March at Kerala, Odisha, and West Bengal. And again, I think April we went for a lockdown again, and everything came to a standstill. And hopefully, when the things open up, we can restart this. We have been discussing about the focus on nutrition being ISPGHAN, and the component, nutrition component, we are not looking into it, and always we had this dialogue. And we have been in touch with the Indian Dietetic Association for a long time. Finally, we managed to come to an agreement, uh, and we signed off an MOU so that we can conduct a certified course in pediatric nutrition called the Basic Pediatric Nutritional Course. It's going to be an online course for the dietitians and the practitioners to create a common knowledge base so that both of them can think alike. It has 18 modules, and it has post-test. So people has to take up the modules, complete the test, and has to pass to get the certificate. We have already built in the technology to our website and the app so that once this modules is being done, it can be uploaded. It is in the process of, we are still creating the each modules, in the process of creating these modules. The total study time for this whole module is going to be around 25 hours, and hopefully in future we tend it to get accredited by an university. Of course, it is a bit of revenue generation for the society as well, and people has to pay fees to do these modules and get the certificate. Coming to finances, with COVID, markets were slumping and a lot of issues. Despite that, we managed to increase our total funds, ISPGHAN total funds, by nearly 150%, with various programs and partnerships and sponsorships. We hope in another 4 months at the end, when we hand over to the next team, probably we will be nearly reaching 200% of what the original finances handed over to us. And it's going to be a bit of pressure for the next team to catch up with us. Good luck with that. And finally, we had our election. We announced the election, but with the application, it has been an unanimous selection. The next president for the year 22-23 would be Dr. Neelam Mohan from Delhi. Secretary would be Dr. Sirish Bhatnagar from Lucknow. Treasurer going to be Dr. Vishnu Biradar. Joint Treasurer Dr. Jagdish Menon. And the executive board members who would be representing 5 zones of India. East would be represented by Dr. Rimjim Srivatsava. West would be represented by Dr. Rajkumar Gupta. North by Dr. Bikrant Biharilal. Central, Dr. Rishi Bolia. And South Zone by Dr. Adira. With this, I would conclude my annual report, and I thank you all for being with us. And I hope at the next meeting, I sit in the back seat and enjoy the whole meeting rather than running around. And I wish we will all meet up next year in person and share our joy. Thank you.